Think of all the ways you use energy in your home. What do you think costs you the most? According to the U.S. Department of Energy, it's your heat. In fact, it makes up about 31% of a typical utility bill. Local utilities say your heat bills will likely be lower this year than last, but there are always steps you can take yourself at home to help save on energy and on money. Angela Kelly joins us now with some tips on home winterization. Hi, Ange.
Hi, Pete. Well, we're getting those tips from Denny Knutson. He is with Budget Handyman Solutions out of Green Bay. He does lots of weatherization projects for his clients. So, Denny, right now we're focusing on our light switches and our outlet switches. We've taken the cover off down here, and boy, you can feel some cold air coming out of there.
Yes, you can, and typically when we see that, we have a fix for that. They make an insulator for outlets and switches that we can put over the outlet, and then we can put the cover back on it, and this will cover up the outlet and keep the cold air from coming in.
And look at how fast that, I mean, literally I could do that.
Absolutely. That's 2 or 3 minutes and, you know, you've got it all done.
And here's what the package might look like in the store, because you can get ones for your light switches too. How much does this cost?
Typically you're talking a couple of dollars at the big box store or your local hardware store.
Okay, let's go outside of the home. Some people have brick outside.
Correct.
What should I watch out there for?
Well, on brick, you want to look at the seams, the mortar. There may be cracks, or there may be some of the mortar falling out, which will allow cold air to come into the house. And should you find that that happens, of course, you want to remove the old mortar, and you can get a caulk, a mortar caulk, that will go in there and reseal those seams to keep the cold air out and the warm air in.
Okay, we also took a look at the dryer vent of this home. That's
Correct.
A big culprit too.
It is. A lot of times you have dryer vents that don't have some type of a cover over the end of the vent outside the house, so you have a lot of cold air rushing inside the house. If you have flaps or louvers that go over, that's good. If not, then of course you'd have to get some type of a dryer vent that will fit over your piping and on the outside of the house and will close off that pipe so that there isn't cold air rushing in.
Okay, fantastic. Thank you so much for all these great
You're
tips
welcome.
this morning. Really,
Thanks.
I mean, so many simple, small changes that we can do to not only save energy, but save some money too.
Correct.
So fantastic.
Thanks for having us.
And Denny even has even way more tips that he gave me, and I put them all in my web story, which you can find on fox11online.com. Just click on the Good Day Wisconsin tab. There's also tips from the U.S. Department of Energy on there too. So lots of good information to find. Pete?
Okay, great. Thanks, Ange.